Global Bike is the official demo company of SAP University Alliances. Global Bike is a bicycle manufacturing company that produces and sells different types of racing and off-road bikes. Global Bike recently founded a new subsidiary called Global Bike Sharing, short GBS. A core process of GBS is the bike rental process, which refers to the fulfillment of a customer rental order. Customers in different cities rent bikes at various pickup stations, use them, and drop them at another station. All rentals are tracked by an SAP S/4HANA system. With Celonis process mining, users can reconstruct, analyze, and improve the rental process based on the log data stored in the system. Just push a button to get 100% transparency of what really happens in a business process. Let's log in and discover how you can use Celonis to improve the bike rental process. We now see the Variant Explorer, one of Celonis' core functionalities. The Variant Explorer shows different activities which are part of the bike rental process. Currently, you can see the most common process variant, which consists of 6 activities. The process begins when a customer states his desire to use a bike by starting the app. In this moment, a new bike rental is created in the SAP system. The customer then can select a bike, reserve it, and start using it afterwards. This automatically initiates the financial settlement of the bike rental process, meaning that an initial price for the planned usage of the bike is calculated. After the customer finished the rent, he brings back the bike to a rental station and stops the rental process. Thereby, the final price based on the real usage time is calculated. Finally, an invoice for the bike rent is created, which is cleared by the customer at the end of the process. The total amount of bike rentals is shown in the headline. While we have 10,000 rental cases with around 800,000 euros value overall, only 26% of the cases are currently shown. We can dynamically change to the next most common variant and see how the percentage increases to 44%, or 54% in the case of the third variant. To keep track of all the different process paths, Celonis also provides the opportunity to highlight each process flow by clicking the play button. Let's have a look at the second selected variant. We can see 1,828 cases where the invoice was created but has not been cleared yet. This means that there are about 18% of all rentals where customers did not pay the rental fee so far. However, the amount of related cases following a specific process path is just one possible process inefficiency. Celonis offers a variety of options to identify weaknesses in business processes. Let's assume that GBS wants to know the so-called throughput time for all relevant activities in the rental process, the time it takes from one activity to another. If we click on the top left icon to change the KPI shown on the connections to the throughput time, we can see how much time each step takes. The default setting for the KPI is the throughput time in days. If we switch to minutes, it becomes more concrete. If we take a look at the fourth process variant, we see a good example for an activity that lasts very long. In 774 cases, a credit check has to be done after the reservation of the bike. It takes on average 272 minutes to do the credit check and enable the booking of the bike. Without the credit check, a customer can book a bike in 3 minutes after the reservation. Thus, performing a credit check slows down the process remarkably and leads to longer waiting times for the customer. This has a negative impact on customer satisfaction and GBS efficiency. While it is difficult, time-consuming, or even impossible to detect problems like this in the GBS ERP system, Celonis process mining identifies inefficiencies and root causes in a matter of seconds. Process weaknesses are hidden in small details, but with the Variant Explorer, you can see all of them at once. Just increase the percentage of cases to 100%. The full view reveals all inefficiencies and the complexity of the bike rental process, where GBS loses time, money, margin, and customer satisfaction. Now, let's move on to a second worksheet. You can click on a specific type of case to see, for example, all bike rentals of GBS in a single month. Moreover, it is possible to combine different filters, like a specific customer and time period. If we revisit all cases where customers have not paid their invoice yet, and sort the table on the right by the net value, we can see detailed information about which customers have not paid their invoice yet and which extent of receivables is outstanding. For example, Jack Wilson has 22 unpaid rents with a total net value of €3,267. To even dig deeper into the bike rental processes, you can create your own process mining cockpit by selecting from a large set of process analysis components. Nearly every answer to questions about GBS processes is hidden in the system's data. Celonis is the key to visualize, analyze, understand, improve, and monitor them in real time and end-to-end. The analysis and demo data shown here are part of the new joint curriculum on process mining by the SAP University Competence Center and the Celonis Academic Alliance. The curriculum includes academic licenses for Celonis software, GBS demo data for the bike rental process, lecture slides about process mining, and 2 case studies with various classroom exercises. This package is now available for all universities and lecturers who are members of the SAP University Alliances program. Just contact us to get more information.